Okay, so look at question number 1. In a mini hall, there are 3 switches to turn on 3 fans. X represent the number of switches that are turned on at a time. Okay, so what is the answer for number 1A? X is what? Okay. Alright. So you have to understand, or you already understood about the theory. That is, we have 3 switches. It could be turned on at 3 all at one go, or maybe at one time there is no one in the room, so none of them is switched on. Okay. So B is what we have learned before from probability. That is Form 4 theory. It says here, draw a tree diagram to show all the possible outcome and find the probability for each of them. Okay, tree diagram. So 1, switch 1. Is it on? On, off. Okay. Switch 2. On, off. It could be on, off. Okay, and switch 3. On, off. Oops. On, off. On, off. On, off. Okay. Maybe the symbol I'm using is not that not the best selection. Okay. On, off. On, off. Okay. Maybe I have to use the different letter. Okay. But anyway. And then okay. So we have here is O O O. Here will be O, O, O prime. Here will be O, O prime, O. And then we have here O, O prime, O prime. And here we have O prime, O, O. Here we have O prime, O, O prime. We have here O prime, O prime, O. And then we have here O, O prime, O prime, O prime. Okay? I believe you have seen this before because these are the same thing. Okay? And find the probability for each of them because the switches is either turn on or turn off. So the probability will be half here and half here. Half here and half here. Okay. So the probability for O mean 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 times 1 over 2. So it will be 1 over 8. And in fact, everything here will be 1 over 8. Because you are multiplying 1 over 2 and 1 over 2 and 1 over 2. Okay? You understand about this? Okay. And C, determine the total probability distribution of X. Okay, so this experimentation, okay, process. So the total, you just add all, you will get the total. So total of X is 1. You understand where I get 1? You add all this. 1 over 8 times plus 1 over 8 plus You get 8 over 8. Okay. So what you have to understand, later on, when we have bigger sample, you have to use all those knowledge. That is the total of these. How many the sample is? Now the sample is 3. Okay. Whether the sample is 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatsoever number, the total probability will always be 1. Okay. Got it? Okay, so for 2A, since state this the set of X I have to reread the question. In 2016, it was found that 38% of the car purchased by Malaysian were white. If two car buyers were selected, okay? So if 2 car buyers are selected, so it will be, the X will be 0, 1 and 2. So, why I have to do this again? Because I want to show you another way on how to do this. That is, you could use formula P X equals R equals NCR P to the power of R Q to the power of N minus R. Okay, okay, I see that some light disturbing is here. Could you read this? Alright, okay. So, okay, no problem. Okay, so, I am going to recalculate using that formula. Okay, so why do I have to do that? Because when you have the values later, for example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it is not possible for you to draw a tree diagram. So what you have to do, you have to use this formula. So I am going to show you using this simple, so you could do both way. You draw the tree diagram and I show you by calculation. Okay, because next question, it is almost not possible to use tree diagram only by calculation. Okay. Alright, so since we have here, just now, from your drawing, you show me that sometimes you have 0, right? 0 white. Okay, 0 white, what is the probability that you get? Yes, correct. Yang dah darab tu. 0.1444 macam tu. So, yang this one is maknanya they take 2 white cars, but when we are talking about 0 means the 2 cars are not white. Okay? 0 are not white, so we have to say Px equal to 0. So this is the value of R. Okay? The 0. Okay, equals to, we have 2C0. Okay, N is 2. N is the total sample. The value of R is the value of discrete random variable. Okay, then you multiply. Okay, even though there is no multiplication here, I found that sometimes I got math error if I don't put the multiplication. Then I have to put P is the probability of success. Okay, if you read from the explanation, is probability of success, but it become complicated when sometimes the story is about student who fail their maths. So I'm not going to use probability of success, but I'm using the word probability of the story. What is story about? Story of getting white. So this, either you buy white car or not, that is not really success or not failure, something like that. Okay, so this is about the story that getting white car is 0.38 to the power of 0, and then multiply by buying other colors, that is 0.62, to the power of 2. Okay, you help me. Press calculator and see whether you could get 0.1444. And do you know to get? Yes. Do you know where to get 2C0? First, you press 2 and then you press shift division. Shift and divide. Then it will come out to C. Okay, got it? Okay, then press 0. Then press time. And since we are using decimal, you do not have to put bracket. If you are using fraction, 38 over 100, you have to put bracket. To the power of 0, you have to put it times 0.62 to the power of 2. Right? So I get 0.3844. Do you have 0.3844? Oh, so that is not for 0. You mean the first line that you calculate using the arrow diagram, right? Ah, okay. Alright, so what is this story about? Worldwide. Okay. So, alright. So, let's see what we get for 1. Px equals 1 equal to 2C1 times 0.38 power 1 times 0.62 power of 1. C1 times 0.38 to the power, not to the power of 0, but to the power of 1. Times 0.62 to the power of 1 again. That is 0.47. Okay, did you have, in your previous answer using the tree diagram, did you have any answer that give you 0.4712? But try to add the, I believe should be the second and the third one, because you should have something like this. Okay, you start with white or non-white? White and then non-white, right? And then we have white and non-white. So you have white and non-white. So these are, you start, this 0 is here actually. Okay, understand? 0 is non-white and non-white. Both are non-white, mean because the story here is about getting white car. 0 white car is both are non-white. So this is, you add the second one and the third one, because this is W prime and here W prime W. You add these two. You see? So using the formula is inclusive. Inclusive means if you get one car white, another is non-white, how many times it appear? Don't worry, it already calculated. And then these two already is here. And then when Px equals 2, both car are white, so 2C2 times 0.38 to the power of 2 times 0.62 to the power of 0. So here it will be 0.1444. Okay, so either you are using tree diagram or not, both you could get the answer. So what I need to explain to you is that there are times that you cannot use this way, and there are times it's not possible to use the other way, the tree diagram. Okay? So the tree diagram is not possible to use when you have, for example, n is more than 3. So if n is 5, for example, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the diagram become too big. Okay? Or it's more than 5, bigger than, I think, until tomorrow you cannot finish it. And then when we cannot use this? Because this is what we call binomial. Okay? This is formula for binomial. Bi means divided into 2 parts. So this is what I'm talking about, either getting white car or non-white. So if let's say the story is about getting a white, getting a red, or getting a green, that is not possible to use this one formula. Understand? So because this is binomial. So only limited for when you let's say you are talking about white and non-white, no problem. That is 2 different binomial. Okay? Either that non-white is green or whatsoever. If not important, then it is possible to use this formula. But if let's say they want, what is probability getting a green car? What is probability getting a red car? What is probability getting a blue car? And then the only way is to use tree diagram.